If you guys have downloaded XAMPP, Brackets, and a new browser, because I don't like Internet Explorer, you guys should if you guys have downloaded that, you can continue the video. But if you have not subscribed, please subscribe and also like. So now we're gonna start. We're gonna search for XAMPP, then click on it. My laptop is a little bit slow. Sorry, but I have so many files. Okay. Oh, it's already started. But if you open the XAMPP, you're meant to see something like this: start, start, start. So open Apache and MySQL. Currently, we don't need FileZilla, Mercury, and Tomcat. We don't actually need that for our current what we're doing currently. You can cancel it if you want. It's going to minimize to the tray and all those things. Okay, so now we can continue. Go to your Windows, you see XAMPP, go to htdocs. WAMP also has htdocs. No, WAMP is www. That's all I know for now. I don't know about LAMP, MAMP, and all the rest. But XAMPP, htdocs, WAMP, www. Okay, so we're going to click on htdocs. Let's just go through a briefing of this XAMPP. Localhost. This one is general for all of them. General. Just type localhost and you're going to see it. Then yours is meant to redirect it to dashboard, but I accidentally deleted my index file. An index file is the first file. For example, if I create a new file here and I call it index.html, it's going to redirect to that page. Let me show you guys. Okay, index.html. Yep, and we're going to open with Notepad. Just for now, I don't want to run HTML. Okay, Ctrl S. Now if we reload, bam, it's showing HTML because I have an index. So an index is like the first page your server will go to. Immediately opens a folder. But I accidentally deleted my index by mistake a long time ago. So I'm just going to go directly there. So you're going to see something like this. Welcome to XAMPP. You can read all these things. How-to guides. If you're looking for anything, reset this, all those things, send mail, all those other things. Then you can look for PHP info. For me, I'm using PHP version 7.4.4. You can see everything, all those things. Okay, then PHP my admin. Normally, the first time that you open this is meant to ask you for your password, but currently I've already logged into my PHP my admin, so it's not going to ask me for password. If he asks you for, sorry for that interruption. Okay, back to what I'm saying. Oh, my browser closed. Sorry. I recently created it. Localhost dashboard. Okay, so first time you ask into this, it's going to ask for your username and password. Username and password is root and space under. I actually don't know how to change that currently, but I'm going to check that from the dashboard. Okay, so you can create a new database. Let's call it okay, let's name it social status UTF-8 MB for general CI. Then create. Database created. Now let's create a table called users. We're not going to be using this currently, but just for creating sake. Go. First of all, we're going to create an ID. We're going to leave it as an int. Then let me just put just put in any random stuff. Okay, where was I? Okay, yeah, is this started? Okay, so now you can put all of them as 255. Yep. Then varchar, our username going to be varchar, full name going to be varchar, variable character. That's what varchar means for those of you that are listening. You can see it's a variable length from 0 to 6,500. Yeah, 65,535. The effective maximum length is subject to maximum row size, blah blah blah. That's just nothing. Okay, then also you can, then we're also going to create something called contact. This is not going to be enough, so we need more. Let's go and create more. Let's add 3 more. Just guessing. Yep. Now let's leave this one as current timestamp. So search for timestamp. Yeah, I think this is it. Wait, where is it? Okay, current timestamp. Where is it? I just clicked on it not long ago. Sorry for the timestamp. Okay, put this as date. Okay, let's just put sign up date. Sign up date. Then which other thing? Okay, let's remove this sign up date and put password to save everybody's password. Varchar also. Then 255. Now this ID is so that we can, know everybody, especially like a number, a special number. So that's why we're going to click on AI. You're seeing it up here, AI. Then it's going to automatically highlight index primary, meaning that it's only one. Like now, let's say one guy's ID is 1, another guy's ID cannot be 1. That's what it means by primary. Now sign update, the activated. We're going to put this as enum. Where is it? Yeah. Now we're going to edit enum set. Remove this one. Remove this one. I'm going to put 0, 1. You can add any number you want, either 3 or 4, or whatever. But I'm just going to use 0 and 1. Sign update. That's going to be timestamp. I'm just going to leave here blank. The length and value blank. So now we're going to, I think we're going to save. You can always edit this later, not permanent. And bam, social status, and under there is a table. Look, primary key shows a key and all those other things. So we have created the database. So let me just come over to my htdocs. Put this one. So for me, I'm not sure about you, it's going to affect my work. So I'm going to highlight all of this. Click on delete. Delete this. Let me remove them from my recycle bin. Empty recycle bin. Enter. Okay. We're done with that. So now we're going to start. Create a new file called index. Control A. Press Control A. Remove it. Then type index.html. Before you start this, make sure that file names extension is shown. As you can see, as I removed it, the HTML went. And if I try to rename it, I can't rename it. I can't change the file extension. So we want it to show the file name extension so we can change it at any time. Well, let me just change it to .php instead of changing them later. That's going to be stressful. So let's just change it to .php. But if you have not yet downloaded your XAMPP and other things, you can just use .html. .php will still. You can still use .php if you're not using, if you have not installed Xamarin, but I advise you to install Xamarin because we might still use it later. Okay, so now let's come here. I'm going to right click here, open as a brackets project. Yeah, let's begin. We're going to start the coding. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Starting. Index.php empty, as you can see. Okay, let me go to my other file and just copy the things and show you guys. Okay, so doc type HTML, doc type and HTML, just open the HTML. Like how I don't know how to explain it, just this is meant to be the beginning of the HTML. That's how it's meant to be. Okay, so we're going to it just opens the HTML. Control V. Now Control S, that's for saving. Head. This is another reason why I like bracket. Highlights the other part. So if there's an error, if you forgot to add the other tag, it will, you'll find out easily. Then meta char set. This is just to tell the browser. It's not actually. Without it, your web page will still work. But it just makes the browser understand which character that your web page is using. Without it, your browser will just think that it's nonsense that you just typed. They just type nonsense. So that's why I need this. Then this is to make our page responsive. People are going to be using our site on different devices like phones, other things. So this is what we call a responsive site. As you can see, it's adjusting. Like what we do does not determine anything. Some people, when you just move their web page, everything scrambles up. My web page was once like that, but see, as you can see, it has even slimmed up. That's how responsive sites are. That just make our site responsive. Then this is for our icon. You can put anything here. I've not even, let me make the logo right now. Okay, I've created a logo, as you can see. Where was I? Okay, so if you come here, you can see the logo. It's on a transparent background. That's why you're seeing these check dots at the back. So that, yeah, let's continue. Title. Let's make it social okay, social, what were we calling it again? Okay, social status, right? Yeah, where is it? Okay, social status. Yeah, Control S. That's the name. That's what we're going to name it. I'm out of names right now. Okay, so let's start. So now I linked this to a CSS file, but currently there's no CSS. So let's right click here, new file, style.css. Just click outside of it, and bam, your style.css is there. So now we're going to start styling. Okay, I'm just going to. So I just pasted the code at once right now. I'm going to go over it. Now it's saying that, okay, now it's saying that all the font, asterisk means all. Take note of that. All the font family means font type. Like, when you're using Microsoft Word and they ask you font type, Times New Roman, Arial, all those things. Those are font type. But me, I like using Comic Sans. Margin, like margin, the space between the screen and where the page starts, I put it at 0 pixels so that the page will cover the whole screen. Then so padding, like how should it be centralized, I put 0 pixels. Then font size, how big should the font be, how big should the text be, that's what it means. Background color, white smoke. Look how white smoke looks like. Something like white but darkish. Let me open it. Browser. So now let's check out our page and see how it looks like. Our icon is showing here. Look at it. Then let's just press Control Shift Q and Control Shift K for Firefox. Sorry, there's a mistake here. Ignore that. The console shows if there are problems, errors, warnings, logs, all those things. Okay. Background color, white smoke. You don't really notice it. Oh, we can change it. We can change that. Let's change that right now. Let's change that right now. Okay. Now we're going to change that to Now there's something called hex colors. I'll be teaching you that later. If you guys can just get me to 1,000 subscribers, click the link down below. Sorry, subscribe. I'm really confused. Subscribe down below, and if I can get up to 1,000 subscribers, I'll teach you guys X. Okay. Now you should notice this more. You see it darkened a little bit. Okay. Now header menu. Let's change this to color. Which color should we put? Green. You'll be seeing all of this later. This is a class. This is a class dot header menu, but the class is actually header menu, but you have to add dots because it's a class. If it was an ID or a name, we will use hashtag. I will be explaining that later. So hashtag wrapper, these are just for like specific this thing. If I want only a particular group of okay, back to what I was saying. Okay, this if you want a particular group of things to have headers. I'm going to keep the style down below. Just copy it. I'm going to copy everything down there. Search input. I'm going to explain all of this later. I just don't want to waste our time inside and all of this. But let me explain this at media screen stuff. It says that if the screen is 959 pixels, show class of desktop. Don't show mobile. This is just to make it show a particular thing. Like if you notice, if you open YouTube on, let's say, your phone, the browser, and you open YouTube on your laptop, you notice that they are not the same thing. This is just one of the ways to do that. Yeah. But let's just remove that for now. Let's actually just remove that, so I'm not confused, you guys. Okay. Let me also remove the second one. Okay. I'll be explaining all the styles later. Now let me just even copy the whole thing and I'll be explaining it as we go. Control A, Control C, Control A, Control V, Control S. Let me move the PHP since we have next. Oh, sorry for that bandicoot. I actually hate it. Anyhow, this is leading to javascript.js. Let me open that up right now and paste it in my file. I'm going to explain all of this to you soon. Just bear with me. You might not understand currently, but you will understand as we go on. Okay, so let's go. Okay. So I've added my javascript.js now to start explaining. Okay. So let me remove this div class equals to desktop, since we're no more using the add media screen. Now if you can see, this has become highlighted red because there is a problem. If I remove that, they are blue now. Okay, so now as I said, character of the web page, to make it responsive, our logo, look, the title. Oh, sorry, I was supposed to change this to social status. Social status. Okay, Ctrl S again. Then text JavaScript. Okay, now what this first one is doing, I said, is leading to style.css. Now there are different ways of doing things. Okay, now let me just show you. If we do // it shows everything outside of this folder, htdocs, and that's exactly what we see in here. Anonymous, htdocs, Viazilla, Mercury, all those things. So // is to go to the parent folder, but now currently they are all in the same folder, as you can see, lined up like this. So we don't need that. But if you want to be, arranged, CSS JS, okay, so we're gonna move this here, JS, sorry, CSS, then let me, jeez, our logo looks terrible, just for this tutorial, let's just manage that. Okay, so back to what we're doing now. Let me just cancel all of this. href. Now you can see CSS, images, JS. You can see all the folders that we added just came in there, and it's also at the side here. So we are adding our CSS, style.css, standard. Now look at this other one. Now this one is for the script. Instead of link rel style sheet for the CSS means cascading style sheets. We use script type equals to text / JavaScript src is equals to so then we're going to type js/javascript.js. Understand? So it's going to import javascript.js and put it in between this space. Going to type javascript.js and put it inside there. Just paste it inside there. That's what it's just actually doing. Okay, so now which other thing again? And NSB is like space. Yes, it's just space. But look at something. One thing about HTML is that if I put one space, let me show you the outcome of our web page currently. It's ugly, but we're going to change all of that. Sorry, let me remove this space. Look, if I put one space, it adds one space, but that's going to push everything currently. If I put two spaces, notice the E does not move. Why is that so? It only accepts one space. So that's why we need this NSB to give as many spaces as we want. Yeah, that's just the reason. Then if you do want, you cannot put that, but just for spaces. I don't like aligning. Then div ID in my side nav. This is for my navigation bar. Look at this. Nice, right? It's part of the CSS and JavaScript. I'm going to teach you how to do that. This is just to. This is a link inside the side nav. So the class is close button, so that we can style it. Many things can have one class. But not many things can have a name, and not many things can have an ID. I think many things can have. I'm not actually sure, but only one thing can have an ID. Like I said, even in the database, only one thing can have an ID. One ID. Like you can use IDs many times. Like as you can see, where is it? Search, another thing. You can use IDs as many times as you want. but look, 1 and 2, but they must never be the same thing. If not, your ID is not going to work. Okay, then on click close nav. This is calling the function close nav. If I go to my javascript.js, you see function close nav. Now I just did something easy there. First of all, what I did here was to let me check what this error is telling me. Okay, I understand what is happening. I added this because some browsers don't use JavaScript, so I added this just in case that, because JavaScript does not use this type of comments to remove items, so it's still safe. Then this means prevents anybody from right clicking on our page. You can just copy that and paste it there. Prevents anybody from right clicking on our page. Then function open nav, function close nav. Now this means get the element, find something that the ID is my side nav, then change the style and make the width 15% of your screen. Next thing, get the element named by ID, named main, and make the margin 15%. Get the element by ID named my side nav and make it display block, like as a block, like square. Yeah, instead of just shape, square. Then get the element by ID open and style it to display none. The open is this thing, so that when we click on it, it does not show anymore. Instead of it showing again and it just cause some bugs, we made it to disappear. Now function close nav, reduce this, it's just the opposite. Reduce this to 0%, reduce this to 0%, then display this. That's all. Now our CSS, I'll explain that soon. Let me close up this. So now which other thing? I've explained that. Now there are two types of styling: inline styling, external styling with style sheet. That's what I did right here. Then there's still another type of styling that is doing this style, but people don't usually like doing this. They like putting it inside a style to CSS so that they can use it as many times as they want, instead of typing the same code over and over and over and all those stress. They just like using the same file. So that's what we're just doing. Then which other thing? I told you these are for spaces, 2 spaces. Then inline styling. Let's say you want to override a general style, like either this style or the one here, like this, with style dot with style tag. If you want to override that and make this one stand out, or if you just want to do it for styling, you can do that. Then this is just to design my style, yeah, my sidebar. This is just to design my sidebar. But in the CSS, let's check for, wait, let me save that. In the CSS, if you come here and search for my side nav, let's check. Sorry, side nav, sorry. What? Oh, ID is my side nav. The class is side nav. We're using the class to say something can have an ID and a class. It's not this thing. But two things can never have the same ID. So now we made the width 0. So that means it's not going to show at all. That's just the thing. It's not going to show at all. So we just made it as easy as you can, so you guys can understand. So that when you guys click on this, it should make the width increase. This thing was actually existing there, but you never knew. That's just it. Then div ID, main, all those things. This is just for the main page. header menu. This to design this green stuff you see over here. Then wrapper. Okay, this is just to wrap this up. Yeah. Then logo, social network, social social status. I got to get used to this name. Social status, Control S. Okay. Let me add a picture. You also see the picture in the description in the link. Where is it? Confused. So we're going to paste the picture. This picture is even better than the logo. Okay, so back to what we're saying. Let me reload that now. I don't think this color matches. Oh, social status, taking up space. Okay, let's change the name to social. I beg. Let's just manage it like that. Social. I can start restyling. Okay. You can change the font size. I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's change the background of this. I'm not really liking the green. Let's just shift hashtag 009BED. Let's try this. This is better, right? Yeah. Okay. Now this is for hover. I'll show you. First of all, let me just finish this. Divide main wrapper, then align to the left. So it's going to align to the left this social and the and the three lines. And you guys are wondering, how did I do these three lines? It's simple. Shift and hashtag. Just copy this. Just copy this right now. You can type it down. Go write it. Okay. Then which other thing? You can pause the video and copy the code. Then I click open navigation. Open nav. So it's come here. It has already attached this. So it come here and do this. It will make the width 15% of your screen and also all of that. Then which other thing? Now this is just a form for my search. I'll be continuing this in the next video. Please subscribe, like. I know you're not understanding very well, but as we go, you continue to understand. For now, let's just keep it for here. Goodbye and